Queen Ki or Songmyeong, known as Ulji Katan in the Yuan Empire, Korean, 1315 to 1369, 70, was the last queen of the Yuan dynasty, Mongol dynasty of China, and regent of the Yuan Empire. He played a large role in the creation of the northern Yuan dynasty. Until the early 19th century, Korea's living class was divided into 14 categories, with the royal family at the top. At that time, Korean emperors had to give a number of beautiful women, eunuchs, gold, and silver to the Yuan as tribute every 3 years. Hu was one of these women who was arrested and taken to Yuan along with the tribute caravan. She arrived in Yuan in 1333, right at the time of the coronation of Emperor Huazang, Tagan Timur. She was unparalleled in beauty, poetry, and dance, and decided to do her best to become the most popular concubine. But since Emperor Yuan was still a teenager, and when he also spent some time in the inner palace. But eventually, in 1335, the relationship between the emperor and him began, and the emperor was so attracted to him that he aroused the jealousy of the empress Tanashiri. With the execution of Tanashiri in the same year, Kay was able to get rid of him. She, who had a lot of influence on the emperor, wanted to become the queen, but the Mughal Khans and Empress Dowager opposed it. For this reason, Kay was called Lady Kay until 1339. In 1339, Prince Ayashirida, Baitan Huan was born, and in the same year, the son of the empress created by Tanashiri and the emperor died of measles. It was a perfect opportunity for Lady Kay to pamper her son, and it was easily done. After this incident, Lady Kay, who had a lot of influence on the emperor, was highly respected by the Yuan officials, and the way was opened for her to exert her influence in the court. In 1345 AD, after the execution of Empress Bayan, she was able to become empress. After this work, Qi was able to put himself in charge by overthrowing Batu Bayan and Empress Dowager, and since the emperor was not interested in reigning, Qi was able to rule with extraordinary authority and power in Yuan and take control of the foundations of the Yuan Empire. On the other hand, after this incident, Empress Qi's brother Deoxin Qichul took power in Goryeo, although his sister controlled his power. In 1351, Empress Qi, who officially ruled in Yuan, made Gongmin the king of Goryeo and sent him to Goryeo after marrying Princess Yuan Nguk. In the same year, because of the Yellow River Togu people and epidemic diseases, there was a severe rebellion against Empress Qi, although this rebellion was put down by Empress Qi's soldiers. But after this rebellion, many rebellious associations and vandalism were formed in Yuan, and for many years the rebellion was on the decline due to the lack of a national army, financial weakness and the rebellions of the Yuan Khans. On the other hand, in Goryeo, Gongmin overthrew Empress Qi's brother and the Qi dynasty, although Qi sent a Mongol army there, but the army was defeated. During 1351 to 1368, Qi tried to save Yuan, but due to the rebellion of Khans such as Toj Timur, Yuan was lost, and the rebellions and guilds that were waiting launched massive attacks against Empress Qi and the emperor and defeated the Yuan army in several battles. Finally, with the victory of the Ming rebels in 1368, Queen Qi surrendered to them, and with the death of Tagan Timur, she fled to the deserts of northern China, and with her efforts, she brought her son to the throne and became the Queen Mother, Great Queen, and Regent, and in the same year 1370 the death of Queen Kay has been mentioned as one of the most prominent women in the world.